IMatch includes many powerful functions for working with files and folders. Everything you can do in Windows Explorer you can do in IMatch as well, plus a lot more. You should always use the functions provided by IMatch, so IMatch can keep the database in sync with your changes. To move or copy files within IMatch, you can use the keyboard or you can use the mouse. To use the mouse, you just left-click the file you want to move or copy, and then drag the file to the target folder. When you hold down the Ctrl key, the file will be copied, else it will be moved. In this case, we copy the file. See? To move a file, just drag it to the target folder and don't hold down the Ctrl key. This moves the file. You can use the same operations with multiple files by selecting multiple files in the file window and then just dragging them to move or copy them. To copy or move files within IMatch using the keyboard, you select the files you want to copy or move, and then you press Ctrl C on the keyboard to insert the files into the IMatch clipboard. Then you navigate to the target folder and press Ctrl V to copy the files. To move a file, you select the file and then press Ctrl X to clip it into the clipboard or to cut it into the clipboard, and then you move to the target folder and there you press Ctrl V to insert the file. Using the keyboard can be easier if the target folder is located very deep in the folder hierarchy and hard to reach via drag and drop. To delete one or more files in IMatch, you select the files and then press the Del key on your keyboard. This marks the file for deletion by assigning the so-called reject rating. A file that has the reject rating is marked for deletion but not physically deleted on disk. To undo the delete operation, you just press the Del key again. Rejecting files instead of immediately deleting them has many advantages. For example, you can easily undo the delete operation because the file remains on disk, and the metadata assigned to the file in the IMatch database also stays in place. To physically delete a file that is marked for deletion or has a reject rating, you go to the Commands menu and there choose the Delete Rejected Files. IMatch asks you if you want to delete the rejected files in the count scope, which is what you see in the file window, or delete all rejected files in your entire database. We choose delete only files in the count scope. Now IMatch has deleted all the files on disk and the associated metadata in the IMatch database. This operation cannot be undone. You can also delete files immediately by using the Ctrl key together with the Del key. Do this when you are really sure that you really want to delete the file. Yes. IMatch manages rejected files as part of the reject collection. This means you can switch to the collection view and there locate the rating collection and there locate the reject rating to see all files currently rejected in your database. You can quickly undo reject from here using the Del key, and now this file is no longer rejected. If you use the commands delete rejected files and you answer the question with delete all rejected files, you will delete all files contained in this collection, which means all files with a reject rating in your database. To rename individual files, you select the file in the file window and then press the F2 key. This opens this little dialog box where you can enter a new file name. If you select multiple files and press the F2 key, IMatch asks you if you want to rename the focused file or all files at once using the renamer. The IMatch renamer is a very powerful tool for batch renaming large sets of files, using metadata like date and time, camera model, keywords, whatever. To learn how to use it, just press F1 to open a corresponding topic in the IMatch help system, which explains everything there is to know about the renamer. Like files, you can use both the keyboard or the mouse to copy and move folders. To move a folder, you just select the folder, hold down the left mouse button and then drag the folder to the new target location. This has moved the folder below this one. To move it back, just do the same. To copy a folder, drag the folder to the target folder and then hold down the Ctrl key to make this a copy operation. See how the cursor changes? This indicates that this will be a copy. To delete a folder, press the Del key on your keyboard or choose the delete command from the right-click context menu. To rename a folder, select the folder in the Media and Folders view and then press the F2 key on your keyboard and then type in the new name. To create a new folder, select the parent folder in the Media and Folders view and then use the Create New Folder command from the context menu or press the Insert button on your keyboard. By using the Create Multiple Folders command from the context menu, you can create multiple subfolders or sibling folders at the same time using this dialog box. In this case, I create 3 new subfolders named A, B and C. The ability to create multiple folders at once can be very handy if you always use the same folder hierarchy for your projects. If you keep a list of frequently used folders somewhere, you can just paste it into this dialog box and then create multiple folders at once. The Create Multiple Folders command can do even more. You can use it to create entire folder hierarchies by specifying the folders you want to add using the standard Windows \. This creates a folder hierarchy with multiple levels of subfolders. To delete multiple folders on the same level, you select them in the Media and Folders view and press the Del key on your keyboard. This deletes all folders at once. To move or copy folders using the keyboard, you use the same methods you use for files. Press Ctrl C to copy the folder into the clipboard, locate the target folder and there press Ctrl V to insert a copy of the folder. To move a folder, press Ctrl X to cut it into the clipboard, locate the target folder and then press Ctrl V to move the folder to the target. You can quickly open a file in Windows Explorer using the Open in Windows Explorer command from the context menu or the corresponding keyboard shortcut. The same works also for folders. To open the Windows Explorer context menu for a file, go to Additional Functions and there to Windows menu or press Alt Return to open the context menu. This gives you access to the same commands you have for the file in Windows Explorer. To open a file in the associated application, you right-click the file and then choose the Open With, and the name of the application shown here depends on your system setup and which applications you have associated with a particular file format. Alternatively, you can use the Additional Functions Open With command to open the standard Windows Open With dialog box where you can choose the application. If the other application is already running, you can just drag and drop the file from IMatch to the application icon of the other app and then drop the file to open it. It depends on the applications you use whether you can drag and drop one or multiple files that way. When you copy files into the clipboard using the IMatch Ctrl C command in the file window, IMatch not only copies the file links but also the file names, which can sometimes be very handy. The same works also for folders. Ctrl C to copy the folder names into the clipboard, and there you have them. Very handy when you need a folder name quickly in another application.